He asked Ron not to sign, but he never asked me. Claim number 10. I would like to say, to all I sent out my letters, only one man took the time to write me back, and he gave me what he said I should do because of jurisdiction. And I'll go to the top. But thank you, sir. You did not answer my letter. Thank you, sir, for respect. I asked for satisfaction. I sent you my letter and I asked for some help, and to me, you broke your promise. All of you took an oath and you made it for the public. I vote in this city and I deserved an answer. Had you asked me, I would have given you an answer. Number 11, I filed a claim for a bad conduct, and I was told how important I was. Not only had he lied to me, he lied to the others, the 3, because of what he promised and he didn't keep. They took my words and used them against the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court believed me when I asked them for some help. They said that they couldn't. They offered me a number for referral, yet they advertised pro bonos. And during one of my conversations, as I gave my statement on the phone, I told a paralegal about the angel sent from God. I told her how he promised to represent the case. I told the judge his assistant too, and they could not reach him. What happened to your promise? To punish him and for I'm nervous, I'm sorry. What happened to your promise? To punish him and for him to give me satisfaction. For had court orders, but you have not stood behind them. I want you to know I plan to send a letter, a complaint I bring to you of not one, because there are many, and I deserve my right to satisfaction. I sent to you, number 12, I sent to you a letter and I told you of my grief, and you made me a promise you still have yet to keep. Number 13, I sent to you a letter and I told you of my grief, and in that letter I told you I was white and I'm still waiting, and I did tell you of my pain, and I did ask you for some help, and I did deserve an answer. You say you stand for people of color. I have a color too, it's white. You broke a promise. Conclusion, I send to you this letter, Mr. President. I request an audience with everyone I've dealt with to bring in your presence and so me, sir, and tell me, sir, I lied, because I do have a son in prison. I sent my son some letters very faithfully, and I told him of these people and the things they've done to me. But I can't write him letters, sir. I am indigent, sir. Lend me postage so I might send him this letter that means so much to me. I want you all to know that this dirty, poor white trash you looked at when you saw me, I attended NKU for 9 years. And no, I didn't finish. I had to drop out. I had issues. I don't have to read it. I had issues at home, and I had to drop out, and I had a nervous breakdown. And I wound up going off the deep end. When I went into the hospital, my lust for knowledge had ended. I made a promise that I would pay my debt. I would pay my debt. You let me break that promise. I hold to you to keep my promise because of what you said. No one insults my intelligence because you insult my mom. My mama, she did tell me we wouldn't get too far. She said I was the wrong color. Up to now, I hold her words to be true. I told a man more than once, I cannot, and I will not go away. I asked you, Mr. President, to let me present my case and pray that you will make them keep their promises that they made. And sir, the numbers are growing in charges and names too. Please don't make me beg you for a right that I did earn. Sincerely, Roxanne Kidwell, Plaintiff Pro Se, September 1, 2010. There's one more thing I need, sir, for you to know, and that's claim number 14. A man in his police car parked his car in front of the house. I was on the porch swing, and he asked me, Roxanne, are you all right? I looked at him, and then I shrugged. That did a question if he would have, I shrugged. That did question if he would have to come back. That leaves me to wonder, sir, did you think I was in harm's way? Then why did you, sir, ask me what you asked me on that day? You, sir, made a promise, and you told me, sir, to go into the house, and I've been in it every single day. I was made a promise. It was made by you. Made by you, and to you I hold that promise. I hold it to be true. And they never saw me coming. Roxanne Kidwell, Plaintiff Pro Se. My email is attached. I'm not going to read it. I already gave it to you once. One more letter. One more page. You pick your counsel. They don't pick you. That's what I was told by a man who made a promise, and it was a promise for you. And it was made by him from someone else too. If you were an attorney and I asked you for this case, how much would I be worth to you? I'd like to add attorney fees because they thought me meek and low. They made me a promise, and I want them all to know. I would not like an answer, for I need an estimate. I would like an answer. I need an estimate. And excuse me, I was doing a little digging, and sir, I found a stamp, and I'm sure that my son would forgive me for using it for you. Roxanne Kidwell, Plaintiff Pro Se. And I reserve the right to add this to my thesis. I am educated in cultural anthropology. I will give to you my computer if you give me one on loan. If it's not too much to ask, I need a tablet and 500 gigs. I will take your lie detector test. If you think me crazy, sir, I have to ask you, prove it. I don't mean to be rude, but sir, I have had enough. A promise is a contract, and that I'll not forget. I was made a promise. None, sir, did I get. I included my disc. I am not a lawyer. I am just a woman, and sir, I love my man. C.C. Jason Rowland. And I hope this doesn't make me seem out of place, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think I earned the right. And for my case, within a case, sir, you should thank them all. Thank you. Today's date is September the 1st, 2010.